What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jesse if you're new here. We're currently sitting in my 2008 BMW 335i, and I figured I'd give you guys a bit of an update on it because it's kind of broken. So we're really just sitting in it because, well, it's kind of loud outside with cars going by and I don't have a good mic. This is my 2008 BMW 335, full bolt-on, 17T upgraded turbos, tuned by JSR. Makes like 500 when it's not broken on 93. I got this car about, let's say, 3 years ago for $6,000, which was way too much, to be honest. The front bumper was falling off. It had some weird shrieking noise. I don't have a video of that. I'll put some pictures up of what it used to look like. It had some disgusting gray interior, the same as this headliner here that's, well, kind of falling off. But yeah, it used to have a gray interior. Sorry, I know it's messy. Now it's this saddle brown that I swapped in with diamond black trim. This thing currently has 160,000 miles on it. However, the engine's been replaced due to rod bearing failure, I think. I never tore the engine down, I just kind of got rid of it. I got this car, well, I got a 335 in general because I was always your typical Supra kid growing up. You know, I wanted that big turbo manual Mark IV Supra, but obviously can't afford it because they're like $100,000. So, you know, reading into the N54, I wanted something I could learn more about working on a modern car. I grew up in the garage, so working on a car was fine, but I had never really truly worked on like something really modern. And this, I mean, this is an 08, so it's not, I guess, modern, but more modern than I've worked on before. And being a twin turbo straight six like the 2JZ, I know it's got more reliability issues than the 2JZ. This was the best deal for what I could afford at the time. I wouldn't change my mind. I'd still go with the N54. I wouldn't go N55 or B58 just because I like the rawness of my N54. And I like the older technology as well. Of course, in the future, I'll get, hopefully, more engines and more cars. This is what we have now. So this, unfortunately, does not have a manual. It is a 6 HP, but it's alright. It's doing fine. We'll swap a manual into it soon. So the issues it's having right now are the 17Ts are not boosting correctly. It'll take forever to build boost. You'd almost think this thing is single turbo, but it takes even longer than a big single would take to build boost. So one of the turbos is having issues. It has massive wastegate rattle. I haven't looked into it yet, but we'll have to figure out what's going on with that. My plans for this thing, eventually, obviously, the big single manual swap. We're actually in the middle of doing an M Sport conversion. So as you saw in the pictures, it was originally just a pre-LCI base 335. It's got LCI headlights right now. This bumper is from a friend of mine. It was pre-LCI M Sport. That's getting gone. I have a M Sport LCI bumper waiting. I just need to get it painted. So the plans for this year are to get paint, get all the LCI M Sport stuff put on. After paint, of course. And we really need to fix this roof because this roof is pretty bad. Like, I'm hoping the paint shop can fix that up pretty good once we actually do get it painted. The trunk says 328 because the trunk is from a 2011 328. I haven't taken it off. I kind of find it funny. Back to the interior, I guess. We got this saddle brown with this diamond black trim that I had found in a car, and I think it looks nice. It's really dirty at the moment. As you can see, I haven't driven this car in a while. We need to get the black headliner too, so that'll come eventually, but it's kind of a low priority. I guess I can show you guys what's under the hood. It's really dirty because I got this hood for free. So I drove 3 hours with no hood to go get it. It's actually from a diesel, so it shows that it's for a diesel, so this thing identifies as a diesel, I guess. But here's my engine, my 20,000 or 30,000 some mile N54 from a parts car. Super dirty, obviously. Need to replace those, but you know, I got a fix for that, as well as the turbos. I got a fix for that too, but that's coming in a later video, so you're gonna want to stay tuned for that. We got a 335D style charge pipe with a Turbo Smart blow-off valve, 335D coolant tank. We just got these blue hoses going over there. It doesn't look that great. Probably redo them at some point. ECS tuning catch can. We have, not that it's very easy to see, but a 5-inch ARM intercooler, which I kind of want to swap out for the silver one, just to give it a little more shine, you know. But yeah, hopefully for 2026 we can get this thing painted, figure out all the issues, because it does have quite a few oil leaks. Suspension is kind of messed up. The front sway bar is not connected at the moment because the strut ovaled out the mounting point for the strut bar link, or sway bar link. So I completely need new struts, and I need to get the Bilstein P14 coilover kit. Well, I don't have to, but I'm having rubbing issues on the apexes, so I figure it needs to be a little stiffer, because just driving normally it's fine, but if I hit a big enough bump, and especially being here in Michigan, our roads are not great, you hit a bump and it's just every time you do. So the fenders are already rolled, and they're rolled as far as they can go, so really all I have left is suspension, or put smaller tires on next time. Other than that, this car has been a project. Of course, that's what I wanted, so that's what I got. Oh, I forgot to mention this kit. This is the Turner Motorsports inlet kit, relocated inlets. They sound great. I like the whole, it makes them a true cold air intake, other than what they've done, what other companies have done, where it's literally just these things sitting here. Obviously, big single, then port injection with a billet manifold that I found on Alibaba. So we're gonna try that out. It's the same billet intake that everybody sells for like $700, except it's not $700, it's $300. So I might as well just try my luck and see what happens with that. If I get scammed, you know, it's my own fault. It's not doing too hot right now with the weird boost issue, and we'll get her fixed. It's 2026. We're gonna try and get the whole car fixed within this year. All the oil leaks, all whatever other leaks we have. Oh yeah, wheel bearing. One of my wheel bearings is bad too, so we might as well replace both of them. So it's great. If you guys want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me along with this project of 2026 of making this E90 one of the best looking E90s there is, go ahead and follow me, subscribe everywhere. It's N5X Jess for everything. But alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.